Okay, so freaking out. The iconic, the fabulous, the positive queen of all. Lucal is here. I love you. I'm a huge fan. So this is really exciting.
I'm so excited to be here.
In Calgary. I hear it's your first time being in Calgary.
It is my first time in Calgary.
You got some family and stuff here though too?
I do. I have a brother that lives here and his kids, and have cousins, and I don't know why this is my first time, but I knew I was going to come here. I told them I'm coming when the music takes me here. I'm here now.
Well, we're crossing our fingers for Calgary Stampede.
Yes.
Amazing.
2024.
Yes, please. First of all, huge year for you. So congratulations. I mean, 15 million on Spotify. You worked with Lotto, of course, which was massive. We play that song all the time. Working with Lotto, though, you actually wrote that song and she heard it and wanted to be on it. Is that kind of how that happened?
I worked on the hook with some friends, and then she heard it, and then I remember getting back the verses and getting goosebumps. I had never thought about doing like a rap collaboration, and after I heard that, I'm like, wait, I want more of this. I'm ready to tap in.
Did you actually get to work together in the studio or anything?
We didn't work together in the studio, but I feel like when she sent back her verses, I then sent back some ad libs, so we kind of collaborated that way. I think she was on tour, so busy schedules, but
totally.
then we actually got to meet on set for the video.
Oh, awesome.
So that was cool.
So fun. The video's amazing too.
Thank you.
Speaking of music, that's amazing. Hotter now, climbing the charts. My favorite lyric, you missed that booty ever seen?
Yeah! Why do I feel like that's everyone's favorite lyric? And it's only hilarious because when we wrote it, I remember pausing, being like, is this really bad?
No,
or is it so
good.
bad that it's good and it's funny and cheeky? And in the end, we kept it, and everyone loves that line, so it makes me happy.
Seriously, I heard it a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh my god, I've been singing it ever since.
Yes.
Even my boyfriend's obsessed with it too. And then I found out this week that I'm talking to you. I'm like, what? This is great.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, your music, it's so positive and upbeat. It's party anthems all the time. Is that very important to you, to keeping that positive vibe with your work?
It is. I feel like there's different dimensions to me. Sometimes I like to put out something that's a lot more vulnerable, and then other times I want to put things out that are more fun. I know that all the last few records have been super fun, but I'm happy about that, because for a long time I felt like people were hearing these sad songs from me, and then they thought that was me, and I'm like, no, I'm the happiest person in the room.
Yeah.
I'm usually the most fun. I'm usually let's party, let's do this
and
or
now
that.
You're let's show them all.
Right. So I feel like all the songs I've been putting out this past year is the most representative of me, Lucal, as a human being.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm sassy, I'm fun, I'm all those things. Yeah.
I'm bringing the party. And Pretty Girl Era, also another bop. We play it all the time. Motivational, feel-good song as well. How did that one come to you? Where did you come up with the Pretty Girl Era vibe? Were you in that that moment yourself?
Yeah.
One day?
No, I actually
what?
was. I remember I went into the studio. What was that? I think it was June of 2022. I went into the studio, and I remember getting there, and I was in LA, and I was like, I don't know what's going on recently, but I'm really feeling myself.
Yeah.
I've been drinking my water, doing my skin routine, going to the gym.
Music got lemon in the water.
Right. I'm literally, the waist is looking snatched, the hair is laid, and I was like, I really feel I saw this tweet that said something along the lines of my dream girl is me at my full potential.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, pause. I was like, I'm literally living in that era right now. This is my Pretty Girl Era. I am my dream girl, and I'm feeling every moment of myself. So I was like, let's do a song about that. And I remember telling my co-writer that, Madison Love, and she's like, yeah, let's do it. And it just it was so fun. And I think we only did the hook.
Yeah.
We didn't actually do the whole song.
Oh.
And then I was in New York for a weekend, and I posted a piece of it, and not even necessarily teasing it. I think I just the way I looked really pretty that day. That's it. And I was like,
myself.
Right. I was like, I feel like I already have the soundtrack of my life. Let me add it in.
Yeah.
And then I didn't expect it to do what it did. And I don't know. Then it ended up coming out. It took some months, but then I don't think people realized we actually had to write the song. It was literally only a chorus.
And you're like, oh,
and then
shit,
it was shoot, now we have to do a real song around it.
Totally.
And I don't know, that song has done so much for me, and
I love that song. All over TikTok too. Everywhere.
Yeah, it's almost at 300,000 videos of people making videos
crazy.
to the sound. So that really throws me off. I think everyone deserves to feel pretty. Whether you're a girl, you're a guy.
I know. I walk around saying Pretty Boy Era.
Right, literally. Some people were like, "Can you drop the pretty this or pretty that?" I'm like, "Babes, just replace the word in your head.
Yeah,
you're allowed to feel. I want you to feel everyone deserves to have that feeling, and I'm just happy we were able to put it into a song.
Totally, because it's like one of those songs that you should throw on in the morning, and it kind of just instantly makes you feel yourself.
It is literally your daily anthem. Like, let me wake up. Am I feeling sad? No. I'm unlocking my full potential.
Because we're in our pretty girl era.
Yes, they're not going to tell us we're not special. I'm so special.
I love. Can you give us 3 major things that tell somebody that they're in their pretty girl era? What is it?
I think confidence.
Yes.
Like, when your confidence is just blooming and everyone's like, who is that person?
When
your confidence is very much pretty girl era. I think when you're like smiling more, when you're like more in your happiness, your happiness era, that gives me pretty girl era. And then I think when you start focusing on yourself and just doing things for yourself, whether that's the gym, your skin routine, like just doing the things that make you happy, like that's very much your pretty girl era. But obviously when you look your best, that is the definition of pretty girl era. That's the vibe.
And big congratulations, because you're one of the 6 artists to be part of TikTok's Elevate program.
Yes.
I know you can't talk too much about it, but like, how did that feel to hear that? Because TikTok's such a big part of your career.
Yeah,
right?
No, it was super amazing. Like, I remember when I got the news, I didn't even know I was up for it. So when I got the news, I was like, no way. Like, I'm one of 6 people in the whole world.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'm representing Canada.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but it was just like, wow, like that's amazing that they want to like help me move forward even more in my career and give me even more exposure. And I'm so excited for all the things we have coming to be rolling out. We even have like, I'm doing a festival with them soon.
Nice.
So I'm really excited about that. Like, the headliners, Cardi B, Niall Horan, like Charlie Puth, Anita, and Lucella.
Oh my God.
What?
Congratulations.
Like, I don't know. I'm really excited for all the things that are like rolling out. This has been a major year for me.
And it's going to get bigger.
It's getting bigger.
Next year's going to be wild. when it comes to TikTok, though, are you one of those people that are also on your For You page all the time scrolling like the rest of us?
Honestly, I think I literally made a TikTok about this yesterday or like a couple days ago. And I'm like, am I tripping out, or like has TikTok replaced television? Because I literally like, especially like when it's lunchtime.
Yeah.
If I'm eating food, I'm literally just scrolling. Like all I'm doing, like
what would we see on your For You page today? Like what are the trends you're seeing a lot of?
It's so weird. Like the Susie trend is always the pesto. I don't know if you've seen that one. That is such a funny trend because I don't know if anyone hasn't seen it, but basically, long story short, she's like, oh my gosh, guys, so crazy. I've never used store-bought pesto. People are like, wow, so crazy. Susie, when I was growing up, this is what I did to my ex, and now he's no longer here. Like, you know, like people are sharing like their actual crazy stuff, and that's like my favorite trend right now. But I don't know why. I feel like my For You page every few weeks just resets, and sometimes like right now I'm seeing so many like I'm on Russian girl talk, and I'm like, I don't speak Russian. I know привет.
It literally takes one video. You comment on something or like something.
Literally one thing. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't even remember seeing one where I press like the translation, and I'm like, it just keeps giving it to me, and I'm like, I guess I'm Russian now. Purr.
TikTok. Purr. I love Purr. Do you watch Big Brother?
I am such a Big Brother fan.
Because I was just going to say, like, Blue from Big Brother this season, she says purr all the time. And that just reminded me of it.
So I haven't watched this recent season because life has been a little busy.
Yeah.
And I'm somebody that when I was into watching Big Brother, like, I was watching the live feeds. Like, that's the level of, like, iconic I'm at. Like, I was
like
really...
you throw the channel on.
It was unbelievable how much I was into it. But then I was like, I kind of have a life now. I love you, Big Brother.
Yeah, you're like, sorry.
So now I've become a casual if I get to watch it, which is the people that only watch it when it comes on TV.
Totally.
Instead of online being like, they're in bed and they're talking about stuff.
The thing that blows my mind is that they use one bathroom the whole time. Like, I don't understand how that is one bathroom.
When you gotta go, what are you doing?
Like, I could never.
Do you ask everyone, like, can you guys leave? Like, I'm just trying to, I couldn't, you know what? I'm gonna have to ask my girl. I have a friend that was on the show, Ika. I'm gonna have to ask her, like, what did you really do when you had to go to the bathroom? I need to know. I need to know.
Oh boy. Can we also talk about the hair? Because it's always giving. I love the orange, the vibes.
Thank you.
Is there like a meaning behind it? Because you've had it for a while. You've had it for years, right?
My hair for years. I always let people know, like, you know, the original orange head baddie.
Yes.
You know, but no, I you know what's so funny? I saw a picture of my mom on the fridge growing up, and her hair was kind of like auburny orange. Yeah. And I was like, if it looks good on her, I think it should look good on me.
Totally.
You know? And then one day I did it, and I remember, like, if you see the evaluation of, like, where this orange hair has gone, like, the first, like, times I started it, it was very it gave very much fall, winter. It was very soft. It was like baby orange.
It's got more bold.
You would almost think it's kind of brownish, like reddish tones. And then out of nowhere, I'm like, yeah, I'm a highlighter, baby.
Is your mom like that? That was me.
I've never told her that. I'm not. She can't have the real credit. I got to give the credit all to myself. But I don't know. I just kind of wanted to be someone a little different. I feel like everything about my personality is very big and vivacious.
Totally.
And I don't know. I just felt like I tried orange hair and I was like, that looks so good on me. And now I'm like, I'm the orange head girl.
The signature look.
It's the signature look. So I play around with it though. Sometimes there'll be blonde highlights. There's red at the bottom this time.
Yeah, it looks great.
But yeah, I'll be like this for a while.
Now, since you've had so much success recently, when did it kind of click for you that working in this industry was like, it was going to happen? It was for you, kind of like your aha moment or something.
It's crazy because I feel like the more things happen, the more you don't realize they're happening, if that makes sense. Like, the more you want the next win.
Yeah,
so
of course.
There's been moments I had to be like, girl, like, chill. Like, a year ago, 5 years ago, 4 months ago, you would have died to have had this type of opportunity.
Enjoy the moment.
Enjoy the moment. So, I don't know. I think it's when I just started seeing things start connecting with the world. So, when, like, Pretty Girl Era started moving, or even, like, I have another song called Love. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word.
You could say like, bleeper.
Well, shit. It had like a mini viral moment.
Yeah.
And that started moving. But I think it was like one of the main moments was just like being in LA and having a lot of like really big producers and writers wanting to get in the room with me.
Totally.
Like asking my team to like get in the room with me. And then boom, next thing you know, I'm performing at the Billboard Women's Music Awards. And like I get to perform in front of like SZA. Like, like things like that was like, whoa. I'm in it. Like, it's actually moving and it's no longer just like a dream. Like, I want the dream to be even bigger, but it's like I'm living in the dream of the things I wanted. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that you've kind of ran into? Like you mentioned SZA, that's kind of, you were like, wait, you were an inspiration.
Actually, she was like the first like celebrity, I feel like, that posted me.
Oh, cool.
And we never really got to meet because it was during the pandemic. So at that award show, like in the green room, she like ran up to me and was like, and like started singing like, I'm in my pretty girl era. Like, imagine someone you're like is so iconic in your mind is singing your song to you and saying I'm a fan of you. And then like literally even I don't know if I should be saying this, but even like this past weekend, like Halloween party, I
saw your costume too. Amazing.
Oh, thank you. I ran into Lil Nas X.
No way.
Like, yeah, and he came up to me and said he was a fan. And I was like, what?
What was he
And I literally said, you know who I am?
You said it?
I literally said, do you know who I am? I'm like, what? Like, I was so confused. And we chatted for a long time. And he said the universe brought us together so he can tell me that
it's my
time. And I was like, what the heck?
Did you party together a little bit too?
I shook that booty on him. I'm not gonna tell you.
Yes.
I don't know if I changed. I don't know if this is where he goes, but I did shake that booty on him.
Now he's saying he missed that booty.
Yeah, he definitely missed that booty. And I think he was just, I don't know, it was like a football player.
Oh, okay.
It was
a Travis Kelce
vibe, long hair. The hair is beautiful. He's been rocking like the really long straight hair lately, and I'm like, hey baby, call me.
That's so cool.
So yeah, I get to run into a lot of people.
There's so many like major concerts that have happened this past year too, and then we also have the tour films that are kind of taking over, like Beyonce, Renaissance, Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour. Are there any concerts that you've been dying to go to or that you've seen this year?
I was dying to go to the Renaissance tour. I don't think you understand. I'm still mourning it, and I'm still like, there's like rumors of her maybe going to like Asia and some other markets. I'm like, I'm Africa. I'm like, I might have to book the flight because I didn't realize the day she was coming to LA and I had a trip for that day, and I was like, wait, what do you mean? Like, that was the album that I like, the moment it came out, I played it back to back. And it's Beyonce. I'm very sad. And then like, I don't know, Kim Petras, she just did LA yesterday. I was like, I really wanted to be at that show. That'd be a fun one. I didn't know it was that, but I'm booked for a show today, so I had to be here. Exactly. But I don't know. Well, you can go see it at the movie theater. I'm going to see it at the movie theater. I don't know, but my touring era is coming. Exactly. And we got a show tonight at Mac Hall. What can we expect? What do we got coming? You can expect this booty to bounce. No, you can expect some vocals, a good time, and I don't know, I'm just here to put on a show. It's my first time in Calgary, and not your last. I hope not my last, but I hope I make an impression on y'all, and we can bring y'all into the full Pretty Girl era / Hotter Now era in real life. Yes, I'm so excited. It's going to be a phenomenal show. Yay! Thank you so much for doing the interview. Thank you so much for having me. We appreciate you and we'll always play your music. Love y'all, Virgin.